Hi, Baxter. Hi, everyone. Happy first day of spring. I just had Mark and the boys go play upstairs for a little bit so I could show you what I just did in the dining room. I changed up the tablescape for spring. We're planning on having my mom and dad and Mark's dad over for Easter brunch. So I wanted to refresh things in here and give it a nice spring vibe. So I figured I would just walk around and show you a little bit about what I put together here. So in the center, I wanted to use my favorite. This is the Cotswolds half pot from Peter Wakefield. And it has a lovely patina on it. These pots do age over time and get a really nice aged look to them. I love that, but if you're expecting a pot like this to stay pure white, it definitely won't. It takes on an aged look, which I just think looks really beautiful and adds to the warmth of the container. So let me just show you a little bit. I just kind of went to the nursery today knowing that I wanted it to have kind of a Beatrix pottery supernatural look. I'm not a huge fan of faux floral, so when possible, I try and use as much living plants or dried as I can. And I also didn't want something so massively huge that when we sit down to eat, it would be obstructing our view. So all of these little pots can move, you know, that day when it comes time to eat. But the centerpiece can stay, and it's not really going to obstruct anyone's conversation or anything like that because it's not it's not a massive structure here. So when I was out today, I saw this little bunny and I just thought he was so perfect and he wanted to come home with me because he matched the pot so well. So that was kind of the first thing that I got when I went shopping. And then I bought the plants to kind of fit around it. And inside the container, I went with Muscari, which can get kind of like that floppy look. And I did just plant this, so it might need a little bit of perking up after being manhandled and planted in the container. So I just watered it in and it'll perk up a little bit, but these do have a tendency to flop, this particular variety. And I really just wanted him to look like he was kind of hiding out in nature, kind of tucked in the bushes there, and just like a really natural spring vibe. So I put a grouping of Muscari here, and then I went along with some moss. This is actually moss that I took out from the side garden, if you can see in there. We have pavers, and I just went along, and it really easily just lifts out. So I pulled off some pieces of the moss to hide the soil. And I have some dried straw flowers here that I just tucked around the perimeter just to make it look like there was a little bit more growing in the garden. And then you'll remember I had the Kent Beauty oregano that I really, really loved. It has these wonderful kind of hoppy looking flowers. So I'll be drying a lot more of that this year. I'm planting it again. And now that I know how well it dries, I will definitely gather a lot more of that to use in arrangements or wreaths or, you know, situations like this, because I only saved a few pieces last year not knowing how it would hold up. And it looks so pretty. It really maintained its shape and form really nicely. And then I just tucked in just a couple little eggs. Those are faux eggs, not real eggs. So, so yes, I have some faux eggs poked in there. And then I have these sweet little bumblebee picks. A garden friend named Linda, who I met on Instagram, sent those out to me as just like a little spring surprise. And it was just so nice. So thank you, Linda. I just thought that they were so whimsical and cute. And then the tiny little tete-a-tete daffodils. And that's really it. And then I went along and I just repeated. And I like layers and levels of things. So I have these little elevated platforms that I got on Facebook Marketplace. I love Facebook Marketplace. And just place them on there. And then it's just a single tete-a-tete. And if you can, look for ones that are more closed, because the more closed they are, the longer you'll have to enjoy them before they come into bloom. And then I just went along with little pine cone toppers. I love these pine cones. This I actually ordered online. I love the little ones. My friend Carrie gave me so much that I ordered a big bag of them so I don't have to keep harassing her to send me some from her garden. I love them. So I do use those as kind of a natural topper. And I think it looks really, really, really pretty. If you don't have access to moss or you don't like the look of pebbles, I like the look of both, all of them, the moss, the pebbles, the pine cones, anything really natural looking definitely speaks to me. And these are actually Wakefield Handmade pots too. These are his English work pots, sweet little tiny pots there. And I just thought that they looked really cute, kind of overturned on the table. And then I have this is a replica chalkware bunny. The artist, his name was Rich Connolly, but he's since passed away. I just found out last year that he passed away. So sad. He was a young guy too, gone too soon. Very sad, and I'm happy to have the pieces of his that I do. But if you look for chalkware decor, things like this will pop up, and they're really pretty, made from candy molds. Very pretty. So I just wanted something really green and organic and whimsical. So very simple to do. Didn't take much time at all. I did start out with my Espoma Organic potting mix. You know I love my Espoma. I did not put any fertilizer in because these plants are not going to live in here for long. But once I plant this up in its permanent home on our porch steps outside, I will mix in some Biotone Starter by Espoma. So you guys know these things. So that's really it. I just wanted to walk you around and show you what's going on. I put a couple different pillows here, tulip pillows, to kind of blend in. And then you've seen this back, my little topiary corner, many, many times, and it just kind of repeats. I did add some little straw flower toppers and the little bumblebees from my friend Linda. So I just really wanted a cohesive kind of look, something that would be easy to put together and not take up a ton of space. I just really love how okay. Oh. So that's all. I just wanted to come on real quick and wish you all a happy first day of spring. Let the gardening begin. I hope maybe I inspired you guys or gave you a couple of ideas to use on your tablescape for the holiday or for spring. It's so uplifting to have live plants and flowers in the house. Just makes me smile. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you have a great and wonderful weekend.